Welcome to the Springfield Museums and today's announcement. My name is Kay Simpson. I'm the president of the museums, and we're so pleased that you have joined us this morning. Today's announcement is truly a celebration. Thanks to the City of Springfield's Community Preservation Act, which is known as the CPA, the Kilroy House, which is behind us, as you can see, has undergone a comprehensive 5-year exterior restoration that enhances both the building's beauty and its safety. This significant investment was funded by the people of Springfield through the CPA, and it has ensured the long-term preservation of one of the city's architectural treasures. Now, this restoration process was not an easy undertaking. It was a multi-year project, and the work was executed by a team of experts whose skills contributed to the spectacular outcome. We are very grateful for the expertise of Steve Jablonski,
the architect, there he is.
The architect, whose guidance was instrumental from the very beginning. And there is a list of all the people that contributed to the project in terms of their skills and their knowledge and understanding of historic preservation. This is a handout that is available to all of you. Please take a copy of it so you can better appreciate the important work that they did for us on this project. Most importantly, of course, we are so grateful to the incredibly generous funding from the CPA. Their support of $586,213.27 made it possible for us to bring this historic structure back to life for generations to come. We are honored to have a number of distinguished guests with us today who are going to speak to the significance of this project and what it means for the city of Springfield. The first person I want to introduce is the great leader of the city of Springfield, Mayor Dominic Sarno.
Great.
Thank you, Kay. You said it exactly the way I wrote it. I appreciate that. And I love your Abbey Road Beatles jacket there. That looks good. And speaking of that, look at the Jakester here, Senator Olivier. He looks like a private eye here.
You're under investigation, Mayor.
Oh, geez. I got enough headaches. Congratulations on your recent award, and to State Representative Brian Ash, to Dr. Kerouac. You look very relaxed in retirement here, though I know you're working hard as chair of the museum board, and we appreciate that. And to Bob McCarroll, I asked him if he gets mileage coming to this event, because, you know, he walks right over from over there on it. And I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Ironically, today is the birthday of Andrew Carnegie, who was a great benefactor to this quadrangle area and to our libraries. And I saw that with Dr. Kilroy, he was like a Renaissance man. And these days, and this is no disrespect, I love Dr. Kerouac, when you can't find a primary care doctor, Dr. Kilroy was like the Renaissance man. He was a neurologist, a dermatologist, and a psychiatrist. So if you had a skin or a head problem, you were all set to go and do that. I want to thank Bob McCarroll and the CPA. This is a very, very generous and well put donation and support to the Kilroy House to be able to do this and preserve our history. And Kay, I want to thank you and the museums for your preservation on it. And we're going to see, hopefully we all see you Friday night when we light up the quadrangle for our holiday celebration with the high school science technology band and the beautiful lighting that is here. But this, a lot of steeped in history here. It's on the National Register. And again, to Bob and the CPA board, this is a very, very generous donation, so they're able to do this. And, you know, city of Springfield is a city of first, and the Lyman and Mary Wood Museum right over there is home of 50 to 52 innovations or inventions right here in the city of Springfield. So it's always important when we can to preserve our history, learn from our history, and helps us move forward. So it's back to the future, and it's back to Abbey Road. We'll give it back to her.
Thank you so much, Mayor Sarno. And now we are going to hear from Senator Oliveira.
Thank you. Private Eye. Thank you, Mayor. I don't know. The mayor says private eye. I kind of say James Bond villain look-alike, but it's an honor to be here today to talk a little bit about this wonderful project of the Kilroy House. And like the mayor said, he was kind of a Renaissance man of his time, and I kind of wish that I have that now instead of traveling to so many different doctor's appointments. I could just stop by this house and see Dr. Kilroy if I needed a neurologist, or I needed a dermatologist, or I needed a psychiatrist. He was certainly a Renaissance man. I'm so pleased to be joined by my colleagues in government, Leader Carlos Gonzalez, whose district we're in, and State Representative Brian Ash, who will be saying a few words shortly. And of course, the Springfield Museum's Board of Directors and their great Executive Director, Kay Simpson. Thank you for all the work that you do. To the architect, Steve Jablonski, as a fellow Polish American, it's nice to see Polish Americans hard at work again to preserve our history and our heritage here in Western Massachusetts. I think it's no coincidence that the city of Springfield is called the City of Homes, because we have beautiful homes. Beautiful homes like the Kilroy House, which is designed in the Spanish Mission style, revival style, the late 1800s. When growing up, I always wanted to be an architect. I love old homes. I took physics, and then my dreams of being an architect went out the window. But I do enjoy their beauty and their preservation. And the Community Preservation Act, and I want to thank the voters of Springfield, because the voters of Springfield made sure that this city became a Community Preservation Act community in 2018. And since that time, year after year, this matching program, with the support of the state legislature, has funneled in each and every year over $400,000 coming in from state government to the city of Springfield for the Community Preservation Act for projects just like this. And when you look at these styles of homes, it takes a lot of tender love and care. They're stucco on the outside, not really conducive to New England a lot of times. You have the shingle, Spanish-style roof line that's on it as well. That also has a lot of needs and tender love and care. But that's why the Community Preservation Act was created by the legislature and Governor Cellucci a little bit over 2 decades ago. It's to preserve projects like this, to ensure that the city of Springfield continues to be known as a city of homes and preserving our history and our understanding. And that's why it's so great to have people like Kay and the Springfield Museums leading out projects like this and having a home for their administrative offices when we're repurposing old houses like this. But once again, thank you all, to the community, to the city of Springfield, to Mayor Sarno and his entire team and the leadership of this community for adopting the Community Preservation Act a few years back. Thanks again.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you. And now we'll hear from Carlos Gonzalez.
Comes right in and jumps in.
Well, good morning, and again, thank you to the Preservation Act and all the work that has gone in throughout the years. And to the credit of the senator, he did his history on the background of the Blake House and the historical perspectives that it brings to the city of Springfield. I just came back from Oklahoma, and I had the opportunity to visit the bombing museum there. And as I went through, and it's so emotional when you go through there. But talking to my colleagues in government that were there, I said, we have museums in the city of Springfield, and historical, but also a lot of value on the homes, because the city of homes, as the senator indicated. And again, we're trying to get them to come here to value the historical nature of our museums, but also of this great city and what it meant to the country. So the museum plays a critical part, is in the heart and soul of the best city in the Western Massachusetts. Kay, thank you for your leadership, the board of directors, Mayor Sarno, and all my distinguished colleagues. Oh, the preservation, I didn't take a look. the man behind the mission. Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you.
Thank you. And now we will hear from Brian Ash.
Thank you, Kay. And thank you, our former colleague and always friend, Brian Lees, for everything that you do. Yeah, more than one clap. That was Brian clapping.
He was around for the community preservation now.
Hey, and my friend Oliveira, Jake Oliveira. We'll be waiting for that TV show. To all my colleagues, thank you. This is really a prime example of what the Community Preservation Act is all about, to be able to restore such beautiful buildings like this. If you ask me what I know about Dr. Kilroy, well, not a lot. But I do know how significant it is to keep up our beautiful homes like this. As I don't want to be redundant what everybody else said, but it's so important. We have the city of homes. We have gorgeous architecture, to be able to restore it and keep it so the next generation can enjoy it. And the generation after that, that's our job, to pass all this stuff on. One last thing I know, Kilroy was here. Thank you.
Now we will hear from the Chair of the Board of Trustees of the Springfield Museums, Dr. Mark Kerouac.
Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you all for being here, and thank you to our distinguished guests. The Springfield Museums is a not-for-profit association, which means it's owned by you all, the communities we serve, and it's overseen by 20 community volunteers to make sure it stays true to that mission. I want to acknowledge Fran Cataldo, the chair of our Physical Plant Committee. Fran, you can check another one off your list. For me to volunteer for the board was an easy thing to do because I grew up in Springfield and I came here as a young boy. Loved the Science Museum in particular, but have grown to love, everything about this organization. And all of us trustees feel very strongly about preserving our past and also making this a learning, welcoming environment. I sort of identify with the Kilroy House because this house served not only as a home for the doctor and his family, but also as a doctor's office. And I grew up in a house just like that in 16 acres where you could open the wrong door and wind up in the waiting room. So it was great to see that this was a community asset that's going to be preserved. I again thank the CPA for helping us with this and so many other projects. You've been terrific, and we appreciate the support of all the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. That's right, corner of Plumtree Road or Wolverhampton Road, your dad, yeah?
Thank you, Dr. Kerouac. And now we're going to hear from Bob McCarroll, who is very important to the CPA and historic preservation in Springfield.
Thank you, Kay. Good morning, everyone. The Springfield Museums is a wonderful steward of many of Springfield's historic buildings. The Community Preservation Act has already helped with the Science Museum roof. We've helped with the exterior renovation to the Smith Museum. We're helping with new windows at the Fine Arts Museum, and we will be helping with renovations to Blake House. But here on Kilroy House is one of the most vibrant projects that we've done. The building was in need of tender loving care. At one point, Chestnut Street was lined with grand houses like this. We have only a few left. Kilroy is an example of mission revival architecture. It never really was popular in Massachusetts. We liked our colonial revival, and so it's rare. There are probably only 3 or 4 mission revival houses in the city, and this is one of the best. So CPA is happy to partner with the Springfield Museums on preserving this great resource that we have. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Bob. And also, I really appreciate that you outlined some of the other funding that has benefited the historic museums here at the Quadrangle. The funding from CPA has just been instrumental, and we are so grateful. We do have, as Dr. Kerouac indicated, we have one of our trustees, Fran Cataldo, who is chair of the Physical Plant Committee here, but also Wayne Fanup, former trustee who has just been so important to the Springfield Museum, still serving on committees here. We appreciate so much all of his contributions. And I do believe that there is one of the people that was the skilled craftsman that I referred to earlier. Is it Chris Albrecht? And he came to celebrate today, and we're so very, very appreciative of the fact that you are in attendance. So we have come to the conclusion of our speaking program. You are welcome to stay for refreshments, which are going to be served inside the building, which you have been admiring from the outside. It's beautiful inside. The interior demonstrates some of the wonderful woodwork, stained glass features, and other decorative elements which are so characteristic of buildings of this time. So I hope you will stay and join us inside. Thank you so much for coming.